most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss. These may all be indications of a severe problem that requires immediate attention. If you're over the age of 45 or have any of those symptoms, talk to your doctor about the benefits of colon cancer screening today.
What you see on this television station is governed by URCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on URCA's website at www.urcabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone URCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@urcabahamas.bs.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight, coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
First at 11. The leader of the country set to make an important appearance at the Heads of the Caribbean Community in Jamaica, where Haiti, climate change, and food security are among some key discussions for the regional leaders. Also, despite losing everything to fire, one thing the Dorset family, including our fellow ZNS colleague, has not lost is hope. Tonight, we hear how they continue to forge ahead and pick up the pieces. And the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture is spotlighting Bahamian creativity and entrepreneurship as the countdown is on to the country's 52nd independence. The Bahamas Tonight at 11 starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Heads of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, will assemble in Montego Bay, Jamaica from July 6th through 8th for the annual CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, will lead the Bahamian delegation to those meetings where Haiti, security, climate change, and food security are among the issues expected to dominate the two-day talks. As Corvell Pyfrom reports tonight, members of the judicial branch will also play a prominent role at this year's conference.
The 49th meeting of the CARICOM Heads of Government will be both significant and historic, as it'll mark the first time that heads of judiciaries from the region will participate, as crime and security are expected to take center stage. Chief Justice Sir Ian Winder will be among the heads of judiciaries. He told ZNS News by telephone that these discussions are timely, especially given the rising crime issues affecting most of the region.
The administration of justice, as you know, is a work in progress, and our active efforts are necessary to achieve the results and success we need. The judiciary, the executive, and the legislature are jointly engaged in this business of governance. Each branch has its functions, and while we are separate, we must work closely together to ensure that good and effective governance for our people is attained.
In the Bahamas, the judiciary has come under fire over the administration of justice. Delays, backlogs, timely trials, lack of preparedness by both counsel and judges. Some have argued that this too has played a role in the rise of crime in the country. As for how he sees the role the judiciary can play in addressing crime, the Chief Justice was clear on its importance.
Certainly, the judiciary has a major role, but as does all the other stakeholders. It's a collective effort. The prosecution, the defense, the government, the executive, ensuring resources are available, ensuring that persons play their part in getting this job done.
Regional leaders are also expected to address matters related to climate change, geopolitical issues, particularly U.S. tariffs, and the United States' immigration policies, which, as Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell points out, has created a high level of anxiety across the region.
Of course, the Bahamas says, whatever, it's their country. They decide who goes in and who goes out. We just ask Bahamians to make sure that they follow the law when they go into another person's country, and we do our best to protect you, to ensure that your rights are protected when you go into another country, and that applies to the states as well.
These meetings again will get underway July 6th through the 8th. Corvell Pyfram for the Bahamas Tonight.
Thanks, Corvell. Deputy Prime Minister and Exuma MP, the Honourable Chester Cooper, is extending thoughts and prayers to the family of the American man injured while vacationing in Exuma early this week. Police say the victim was snorkeling near the shoreline when a 20-foot white Boston whaler struck him. He sustained severe injuries to his lower body. While the man was taken to the Exuma healthcare facility for medical attention, he was later airlifted to the U.S. for further treatment.
Well, firstly, our thoughts and prayers go to the family. The gentleman is in good spirits. He's in stable condition. He has been now transferred to his home country. There was an accident as confirmed by the police. The police is investigating. I won't speak to that investigation. As it relates to the hospital matters in the Ministry of Health, I believe Dr. Daval has made a statement in this regard.
But one thing the Deputy Prime Minister asks Bahamians to keep in mind is the length and size of some family islands and the negative impact these factors can have on situations like this one.
Sometimes it makes sense for private vehicles to take a victim to the hospital. It happens in New Providence all the time. Let me just assure the people of Exuma that we are actively working to bring more resources to the island of Exuma. Dr. Daval has indicated previously that we have hired doctors from Ghana, and we anticipate at least 3 of them will join the Exuma Health Care Facility. And we are going to continue to press forward to improve the state of health care on the island of Exuma. It is an issue we take seriously. It's an issue that we take seriously not just in Exuma, all across the islands. That's why we're building new hospitals. That's why we're investing in healthcare. That's why we've gone abroad to get additional doctors.
The man tipped to become the next U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas, moving a step further in that process. Former professional athlete turned business leader and community champion Herschel Walker's certificate of competency was this week presented to the U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee. This is a normal procedure for presidential nominees to be chief of mission. A COC, as it's called, verifies that a business, or as in this case, an individual has the skills and knowledge to perform a specific task. Walker unsuccessfully ran for a Senate seat in Georgia a few years ago, said to be a longtime friend of U.S. President. He even campaigned with Donald Trump during the 2024 presidential race. Until his appointment, Kimberly Furnish serves as U.S. Chargé d'Affaires to the Bahamas. Still reeling from a massive fire that changed their lives, a Coral Heights family may have had their home destroyed, but miraculously not their hope. Our Daniel Dean today spoke with the Dorsets in the aftermath of Tuesday's fire and their plans to rise from the ashes.
No more TV,
The reality setting in for Dwayne and Janet Dorset that their home of 25 years is no more. The family of 6 still as clueless as they were 3 nights ago as to who set afire their Coral Heights split-level home. Dwayne Dorset says even when his wife told him a fire was outside, he chalked it up to the brush fires in the area inching closer, but quickly realized it wasn't.
Because it automatically went into protect mode, which is okay. This ain't happening to us. All right. But with some forceful convincing from my girls, particularly Diane here, to get out. Superman came off this. Let's just make sure we still have life and limb, and move on from there.
The first vehicle, charred and only months after being purchased, belonged to the Dorset's middle child, Diane.
The car can be purchased again, but it's heartbreaking to know that, like, it's something I worked so hard for, and if you know me, you know how hard I was working for that car. To just be able to get around, saving for years and years and years, every dollar. So yeah, it's hard, it's tough. It's tough to know that all of that gone down the drain. I've never seen a fire spread so quickly.
Oh my goodness. And you just feel so helpless.
Yeah.
And small and defeated. Yeah. It literally brought me to I was in that roundabout on my knees screaming.
For 30-year-old Danielle, the eldest child, the family finds comfort in the memories.
We recently had a family Christmas party at the last Christmas season, and that brought us so much joy because we went through a lot in the previous year. So that really, that really helped us a lot.
The Dorsets are holding on to hope that in due time, the suspected arsonist will reap what he's sown and that their family will rebuild both emotionally and physically. Anyone wishing to help can support the Dorset Family Fire Relief page on a GoFundMe. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
An alleged sexual assault is under investigation. Our news team understands the victim was having a conversation with a man at his Carmichael Road home just before 2 o'clock this morning when he pulled out a firearm, made threats on her and her son's life, and then sexually assaulted her. Police are said to be following significant leads into this matter. A firearm was also seized from a motorist in the area of Pinewood Drive and Willow Street around 2 o'clock yesterday morning. Officers of Operation Black Scorpion, the joint operation between the Royal Bahamas Police and Defense Forces, arrested the 30-year-old man following the firearm seizure. Still to come, ZNS bids farewell to a seasoned executive. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. More news in just a moment.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
This July 9th, the heart of our nation beats at Clifford Park as we come together to celebrate 52 years of independence. Join us for a night of culture, music, and national pride. Live from Clifford Park on television and radio with the ZNS Network. The only station bringing you live coverage from Bimini in the north to Turks and Caicos in the south. It's a celebration you won't want to miss. So tune in on July 9th at 7:30 p.m. and experience independence the Bahamian way. This Saturday at 12 noon, catch all of the excitement of the Independence Beat Retreat. The Independence Beach Retreat, Saturday at noon, right here on the ZNS Network. This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
It's been a decade since the nation tragically lost Bahamas Faith Ministries leader Dr. Miles Monroe, Dr. Richard Pinder, and their fellow passengers on an ill-fated airplane flight into Grand Bahama. But their legacy lives on in special ways, including a scholarship foundation that helps young people realize their tertiary education goals each year. The latest group of scholarship recipients were awarded at Government House last evening. There, parents received a call to action from Awards Director Ethan Moss, while the honorees received words of wisdom from Primary School Student of the Year, Reagan Moxie.
Please bear in mind that these are our good, gifted, talented children who are dying in the streets, our offspring who are often destroying their heritage, and our family members who are aborting their purpose. We must do something about it. We are doing something about it. And what we are doing tonight is the solution.
First, I want to say a huge congratulations to all the nominees, which include the amazing high school seniors and college freshmen. It's already a huge deal to be chosen, and I know the scholarship isn't about who has the best grades. It's about something even more important, leadership.
A total of 4 finalists receiving financial scholarships, and the other 6 were given electronic devices. Founder of the Monroe Pinder Awards, Pastor Ricardo Dean, says he feels the late church leaders would be proud of this initiative.
I think they would be elated tonight. 10 years has been quite a journey for us. Because what we're trying to do is not just honor them and give awards to students who need it, students of excellence. We want this to be a movement. We want people to understand that we have to pay it forward. It's important for us to invest in our best and our brightest and to let others see that, hey, if I do my best, there's a reward.
As the nation readies itself for its 52nd independence celebrations, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture is spotlighting Bahamian creativity and entrepreneurship. A special independence pop-up brought together dozens of local vendors, all showcasing national pride in uniquely handcrafted ways. Lyle Maycock was there.
From crochet bracelets to bold artwork to pepper seasoned sauces, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture's 52nd Independence pop-up transformed its University Drive Hall into a marketplace of Bahamian flair and local hustle, all in the name of national pride.
The name of my business is Faces, the Face Collection. It's an art collection of faces that I created, reminiscent of everything that's beautiful and nostalgic about growing up Bahamian. This is a wonderful initiative to showcase all Bahamian artists, to see what they have to offer, to encourage the youth to come out and be true to themselves, and have Bahamian pride.
Smith's whimsical pieces pay tribute to a nostalgic Bahamas, while other vendors like Ashley Carey blend craft with culture and community.
You would never know how much it means to me. Like many persons, Bahamians today supported me, and I was so shy in this business, but they helped me to break out of my shyness and sales.
And support was the theme of the day, especially for small family-run businesses like Eyes Bahamian by aunt and nephew Indira Green and VJ Meadows.
I think that we don't support enough Bahamian and local businesses, the small businesses and whatnot. And I think that it really takes that step to encourage people who haven't even started a business yet. Hey, if you have an idea, do it.
For vendors like Kirshan Ferguson of The Goat, keeping it local also means going bold with the signature Bahamian flavor.
Everything we sell here is made with the Bahamian goat peppers. Support Bahamians, even with our products alone, it's something that's unique to the Bahamas. The goat pepper is native to us, so support locally grown things, local made crafts.
Even young entrepreneurs got a moment to shine thanks to a summer camp run by Sasha Rose's Star Designs.
My campers are now crocheting their unique designs of Bahamian-made bracelets. This means a whole lot to me because I get to have my campers have the experience of learning how to become an entrepreneur by selling their goods.
Reporting from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, 52nd Independence Pop-Up, where food, fashion, art, and Bahamian pride all come together for one goal, celebrating who we are. Reporting for the Bahamas tonight, I'm Lyle Maycock.
What an incredible showcase. Thanks, Lyle. This advice, however, for independence merchants, the Office of the Prime Minister is sending this reminder that it is a criminal offense if permission is not granted by the Ministry of National Security for any merchandising of national items. Director of Communications, Latrey Ramming, explains.
My only advice is that if you're going to utilize the symbols, the flags, the Platon colors of the country, that you seek approval. If you're going to utilize the faces of national heroes, then that may be a dialogue that you want to have with their Sailor family, just with an abundance of caution to ensure that when your end product is done, you have the full consent of the family. It may not be necessary, but out of a matter of respect, it may be important.
After 41 years of loyal service, the Broadcasting Corporation's Deputy General Manager of Human Resources, Linda Sands, bids farewell to the ZNS family today. Amaya Moss tells us that she built a robust legacy of professionalism, compassion, and a quiet strength that shaped the corporation.
Leaving behind a legacy defined by commitment and leadership, colleagues gathered to celebrate the storied career of Linda Sands, sharing memories, shedding tears, and expressing gratitude for the woman who helped shape the very culture of ZNS. General Manager of the corporation, Clint Watson, describes her retirement as bittersweet, marking the end of an era for the corporation. And her colleague, Garnell Dame, says it's also a moment to reflect on how much one person can truly influence an entire organization.
When they get to the blessing of retiring, we ought to celebrate that milestone in their lives, celebrate the achievement they've made, and celebrate that it doesn't end here. You can begin something new for you. She has been an exceptional woman, and we could not let her walk up these doors without showing how much we appreciate her.
Very appreciative of Ms. Sands and her contribution she's made to this corporation for the years that she's been here. She's been like the mother of the corporation some days, the big sister, a colleague, and sometimes just a friend. And I'm sure that, you know, the impact that she's going to leave on the staff members here, I'm sure it's going to be long-lasting.
For Ms. Sands, retirement is more than just closing a chapter. It's a moment of deep reflection. After 41 years of service, she says she leaves with a full heart.
I am overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed because, like I said, there are some persons who would have come through these walls and through these doors, and they would have gone with not even a simple thank you. So I'm overwhelmed. I'm happy that they took the time, that the corporation took the time. My colleagues took the time to, like the old people say, give me my flowers while I could enjoy it, by their way of saying thank you to me. I love them all and I appreciate them for it.
Here's to the lady, always, always. And here's to the love that shines in your eyes, and the joy you bring to the life.
Sands steps into retirement with respect and admiration. As the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas turns the page, her presence and impact will continue to echo for years to come. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
What an incredible legacy. Thanks, Amaya. Amajal Knowles, has a look at what's coming up in sports tonight. Amajal?
And VJ Edgecombe gearing up for his Summer League debut. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel lost. Your father was an incredible man.
Last will and testament of one Mr. Harold J. Thompson Sr.
No matter what, we're going to find strength in each other.
Are you sure this is what you want? Grief can make one think irrationally. You work for me now.
Join us
on Social Mania, a new and dynamic game show based on the Ministry of Education's primary and junior high school social studies curriculum. Students from schools across the Bahamas go head-to-head as their knowledge of social studies is challenged. In this episode, C.W. Sawyer Primary School battles URCA Maxey Primary School. Which school will emerge as winner? To find out, join us as these two schools engage in intense competition. Don't miss it.
Bahamas, come celebrate our 52nd independence at the Family Fun Day, July 10th at Clifford Park. It's a great afternoon of food, fun, culture, entertainment, national pride. Gates open at 4 p.m., concert time 6 p.m. 52nd Independence Family Fun Day at Clifford Park. Bring the whole family. Admissions free. Happy Independence, Bahamas.
I'm proud to be a Bahamian. I'm proud to be a Bahamian.
Welcome to your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports, it appears that Sixers fans in the basketball world alike won't have to wait long to see Bahamian VJ Edgecombe in action with his new team, as the Philadelphia 76ers will headline the start of the NBA Summer League with a matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. This is set to be quite the showdown, given that the Spurs had the right to pick above Philadelphia, and they would take star guard out of Rutgers, Dylan Harper. The matchup between the Sixers and Spurs is set to take place on Thursday, July 10th at 10 p.m.
Was it almost everybody? I think I got to know everybody. It's building relationships daily, getting to know players, even on the floor, where they like the ball, what's their preference and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's been great.
Right.
Yeah, it was great. A little fatiguing, I'm going to be honest. But, yeah, it's been great. I like what's going on over here for sure.
Because I guess fatigue, because due to the draft process, you shed a lot of this.
Yeah. This is my first time on the court in like a couple of days, so. But, the rest is important, so, I'm doing what's best for me. Being aggressive, and that's being a great teammate. Always want to encourage my teammates at all times. Doesn't matter, the flow of the game. I just always want to be an encouraging person. But definitely just be a point guard, be a better point guard. Continue shooting the ball, continue working on that. Working on every little aspect of my game, to be honest. Finishing, playmaking, ball handling, everything.
In track and field news, Bahamian athletes are ready to perform at the 2025 NACAC All-Age Championships set for this weekend in Nicaragua. The team is aiming for its third straight title. We caught up with a coach and athlete at the track just before they left for competition.
This group is the first national team that most of the youth kids will ever make. We are looking to carry 2 boys under 15, 2 girls under 15, 2 girls under 13, and 2 boys under 13. It's a multi-event. This year, the championship is being held in Nicaragua. Actually, the Bahamas is defending champion. And this gives us an opportunity to see our young people doing multiple things. And then also it's a prelude to what's to come, the pentathlon and the decathlon in Carifta in a few years.
We have different practices. Like today we have softball throw practice, and also I did some long jump. Because it has like field and track, and I think it would be really fun to have that experience doing all of those events.
In soccer news, more from the camp put on at King's College this week between Skilled Soccer and the Real Madrid Foundation. Roy McGinnis, Operations Director for Skilled Soccer, speaking about the collaboration.
Obviously, Real Madrid, probably the biggest club in the world. Everyone knows them. They have their foundation, so it's not the actual club this year, it's their foundation this year, so the charity arm. The kids need opportunities. The kids need to experience other cultures. They need to experience other coaching. They need to have more of a view of outside of the Bahamas, because soccer is a global game. So if they can be aware of what's to come and what they can do, then is it definitely helpful for them.
That's all the time we have for you for sports on this Friday. Until tomorrow, I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out.
2010, a grant helped Bahamas striping group of companies get started. Today, that seed has grown into a national force, building roads, airports, and brighter futures. Now, we're leading the way through public-private partnerships, what we call 3Ps, where government vision meets private sector innovation. 3Ps empowers local subcontractors, giving them the chance to bid. And with every contract, we're putting money directly into communities, creating jobs, supporting families, and fueling growth. From roads in Eleuthera to community centers in the inner city, we're not just laying asphalt, we're laying foundations for financial opportunity. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we believe in building more than infrastructure. We're building up Bahamians who build the Bahamas. 3Ps, public-private partnerships for people, progress, and prosperity.
This July 9th, the heart of our nation beats at Clifford Park as we come together to celebrate 52 years of independence. Join us for a night of culture, music, and national pride. Live from Clifford Park on television and radio with the ZNS Network. The only station bringing you live coverage from Bimini in the north to Turks and Caicos in the south. It's a celebration you won't want to miss. So tune in on July 9th at 7:30 p.m. and experience independence the Bahamian way.
It's time now for a weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening on this Friday, Basil.
Good evening. Royston, tropical depression number 3 formed earlier today just off the southeast coast of the Carolina. It's packing winds of 35 miles per hour and moving very slowly towards the north at about 2 miles per hour. And the Hurricane Center expects this system to become a tropical storm as early as tomorrow. The good news is it's moving away from us, but a trailing trough will continue to support pockets of showers and thunderstorms over parts of the northwest Bahamas tonight and tomorrow morning. And our temperatures around the Family Islands, Marshall, Babaco at 81. 85 in Green, Tull, Key, and also in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands at 83. Allenstown, Bimini, 85, 83 in Harper Island. Roxanne, Eleuthera, 85, 84 in Otterstown, Cat Island. Very warm in Black Point, Exuma, and Kemp Space, St. Andrews. They have a temperature of 90 degrees. 87 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros. Georgetown, Exuma at 86. And then we pick up some 84s, Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and also in Rum Key. Ragged Island, Clarence, Long Island, and Crooked Island at 86, 87 at Betsy Bay, that's Meg Warner. Ackland's 82, Matchitani and Agua 89, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 87 degrees. Satellite pictures showing that well-defined circulation of TD number 3 just off the coast of the Carolinas, and you can see that trailing trough right across the Bahamas, and that is what triggering those occasional showers and thunderstorms. Tonight, looking at mostly cloudy, very warm, a couple of evening thunderstorms followed by a couple of late night showers. The low temperature getting out to 82 degrees. And then tomorrow, a thunderstorm in parts of the area in the morning. And then we'll get some cloudy conditions in the afternoon, but things will start to dry up a bit. The high temperature climbing up to a very scorching 90 degrees tomorrow. And the extended weather forecast looking like this, a bit wet in the morning. Things get a little better, but we'll continue to have 1 or 2 residual showers on Sunday. Lots of sunshine return on Monday, but come Tuesday, we have gray skies once again with a couple of thunderstorms back in the mix. Right, sir?
Thank you very much, Basil. Well, that's going to do it for the Bahamas tonight at 11. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend.
After 66 steps, I'm Matea Cunningham. This is ZNS.